Alrighty, everyone. Welcome to tonight's coverage of the Great Fox Racing Beef Jerky Unlimited Truck Series, round number 15. Or, excuse me, 16 here tonight. We will decide a champion. The Bandit comes in with a 42-point lead here tonight, and without question, it's going to be hard for him to lose it. But we still have a race to run and a race winner to crown here tonight. In the booth with me for the first time ever, coming over from Slauson Ave. He was my recruit, now my partner in crime, Mr. Blackthorn. You got me? Oh, how you doing, sir? I'm doing all right as well. Well, we've got 90 laps here tonight, buddy. This is going to be a heck of a run here. These trucks at Texas are an absolute handful for those of you that's not watched. It's going to be save tires all night long. And I know you're new to this, Blackthorn. What would be your strategy going into this one?
Going into this, I feel like it would be great to try and start out strong here and try and hold on to what you got.
Yeah, just get out there, get a lead, right? Kind of pace yourself. Don't do too much. Don't get yourself into trouble, and you might be all right going forward. Right now, qualifying underway with Bomb Dude top of the board. Big news for Bomb Dude tonight, putting that truck up front. Of course, Lewis right there as well. He'll end his run. Rob there is in the mix also. Bandit right now, eighth. But again, Bandit doesn't need much more than just a steady run here tonight. I mean, it's when you come in with a points lead the way this man has. I don't want to say it's a night off for him, Blackthorn, but it almost seems that way because you don't have to push yourself too hard. Just kind of
Yeah,
ride.
yeah,
Run your 90 laps out, get your points, and go home a champion. I mean, that's literally what he's got to do.
yeah. Simple enough.
Pretty simple form here tonight. Again, thank you to Beef Jerky Unlimited for coming on board sponsoring this season. Head over to Beef Jerky Unlimited today. Get you some brand new beef jerky over at Beef Jerky Unlimited. Again, some great flavors. I'm still hooked on the mesquite that I've been eating for the past 3 months. Again, they've got that nitro octane over there as well. I haven't got to try that, or nitromethane. That's supposed to be some hot jerky there, Blackthorn. Maybe I were to get you some of it.
Ooh, beef jerky.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's over at beefjerkyunlimited.com. You can get your starter packs and try out a little bit of everything. Don't forget to let them know Extreme Sim TV sent you. Maybe we can get all the Sloss and Ab over there to buy beef jerky after the show's over. We just get
Yeah, maybe.
we just make it a requirement that the whole PD has to go buy a bag.
Yeah, I know the PD's gonna love the bacon flavored beef.
Yeah, yeah. Too bad they don't have bacon flavored pork.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're wrapping up qualifying here, and then they'll go into a warm up session. We'll take our customer a commercial break before we turn them green at Flag Racing. Again, after the race here tonight, come join us back on the channel. We'll have some more Slauson Ave RP going on, most likely. I'm sure me and Blackthorn will hit her. We'll jump back over there and mess around for a little bit. We say we won't, but we know we will. So, 440 on the charts here tonight, 4 minutes 40 seconds. And wrapping up here in qualifying, that gives them 5 minutes to warm up if this is your first time watching. They got 5 minutes to kind of dial everything in before they go racing tonight. Folks, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Enjoy your commercial break. All right, everyone, and we're going to get back in here. 90 laps are racing to wind up the season. What has been a really fun season already, guys, and it's going to come down to tonight. And I look forward, in my opinion, to what should be a great season finale here at Texas. I think we're going to see a lot of different style of groups coming out of here tonight. You know, you got different agendas. You got people like Bomb Dude just wanting to go win this race. You got Lewis back there. You got Bandit needing to survive. I think for a night uh, that's going to be very intense, Blackthorn, I think everybody's going to push it to the best of their abilities right on the edge here tonight.
Yeah. It's it's gonna be a high risk, high reward. I feel, but I feel like I said, high risk, high reward.
Yeah, it's the final race of the year season, right? You just got to go for it at this point. There is
Yeah.
no next week for this season. Now, that being said, we are rolling right into next season. Next Wednesday, we'll kick back up the new season. It'll be interesting to see how it transfers over.
Yeah, I would agree with that. This is gonna be a match where a ton of people are gonna be getting experience, very valuable experience from this race. So
Yeah, and you roll into the next, and you got that momentum, right? Momentum's key for anything you do, whether it be sim racing or anything else. If you can get a little bit of momentum on your side, you're in good shape. So, with that being said, we are ready. Pace car has the field on pit road. Unfortunately, it's yellow lights, not blue and red ones. And we will be ready. And don't forget, Texas has got that. If you'll notice tonight, Blackthorn, around the outside of the racetrack, they got the lights on the poles. If the yellow comes out too, gives it a really unique feel here at Texas Motor Speedway.
oh, good to know. I can't wait to see that, but also I'm dreading it.
Right? Now, turn one right here, if you take a look, folks at home, this corner one is actually not as smoothly banked as three and four. That really hurts that inside line. Rolling into turn one, you really have to jump out of the throttle to get the truck to rotate a little bit more than what you do down here in three and four. So you almost have to set the truck up Blackthorn to be good in one area or the other. You really can't do both. And I think that is where somebody like a Bomb Dude, maybe a Bandit, will do well, adjusting to the corners as they go into each one. And we are ready here, round 16, the final race of this season. Coming to you live on Extreme Sim TV, the pace truck will jump down Blackthorn. We're ready to do it, buddy. 90 laps here tonight to end the season. The field will be in control of Bomb Dude out front nine, Tim Lewis alongside. It's been a great season. Let's end it well here tonight through the Geico restart zone. And we are green in Texas. And that's a good launch for that inside for nine. You would have seen him able to jump right out ahead like that.
Yeah, he was able to get a little bit of a gap there right off the bat.
And got it going. The eight's going to be stuck up top. And see what I'm saying? That inside truck off of turn two had the lift right there. It's going to be the 26. He's going to lose momentum down into three and four. Yeah, he really had the lift there.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's not hard to, you know, if you have to lift like that, man, it takes you a bit to get these motors back up to full stop. It's like anything else, it's like the street car. You have to get out of the gas. It takes a minute.
Yeah, it's gonna take a second for some of these vehicles to get going when they have to slow down for some of these turns that they take a little wrong.
Yeah, and if you go in there, you go in there at the wrong angle, and you really have to lift up the gas. The truck will take off if you don't. There's no doubt. Got 3 laps on the board just like that. But look who's sitting in second. It's Bandit. Right in.
Where's Smokey at?
Well, Smokey's. Who is in there, Smokey? We're going to Marshall. Marshall's Smokey tonight. He's back in the six. Tell you what, if somebody that don't need to win the race, man, Bandit's right up there with him. What kind of jerky you looking at? Did you find you a pack?
Currently, I'm still looking. Um, I've got my eyes on the bacon flavored beef,
There you go.
as
There you go.
expected. But I'm
Chocolate.
also looking into, the very classics like the original or the black pepper.
There you go. Danny's gonna slide in second. Rob back there in the third up top. Here comes the 8 of St. Louis back with the look at Tom Marshall. Contact. And that just about turned Marshall around, but they were able to gather that truck up and did a really good job of it. Oh, oh, whoa, whoa.
Ooh.
That got a little tight.
Started giving him love taps there for a second, it looked like.
Yeah, that was about to be a love tap slash skin skip.
Yeah.
See how high the corner angle one goes, guys. Tom really climbing the ladder, trying to use that outside line coming in. Again, that turn one, that outside lane is banked more than the bottom, so it does give you that run on the corner. All right, they're ready to go back one side. See where it's revealed. That lead early on. Exactly what happened in the first corner. Everybody's gotten in a rhythm and just riding. Estimated 50 laps on schedule, so we got a ways to go before pit stop will become a thing. We'll look at that later on tonight. So, Blackthorn, what do you know about this style of racing?
um, I don't really know much when it comes to the trucks, but I know saw these turns are gonna try and take them wide. Don't really go too far inward unless you're planning on making a move on someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely. I can see the turns on short lanes and take that truck right up like we talked about and kill everybody behind it. Wheels back there looking at Wagner Marshall on the inside. Trying to dig for all it's worth. One tenth there. Marshall has had a unique season overall. Right now he comes down into line trying to figure it out with his Bonnie out front. Bandit and everybody else gonna follow along. The draft here in these trucks are unreal down the straightaways. That boxing cab really seems to be holding there, allowing the guys to get up behind it. Fun to watch, man. A ton of fun.
Yeah, keeps you entertained. People say that they start to feel like it's getting repetitive, but you just gotta watch out. See these little love taps that start happening in all these different contacts, and sometimes you'll get to be able to figure out what some of these guys are planning to be able to pass the people who are in front of them. You know.
Yes, sir. Most definitely. Second position for 8, who got that lead. Now he's starting to build that gap little by little. What can you do when you're building a gap like Blackstone's doing here, and the guys that are behind him? You really got to start searching and try to find a way to close back down to the back bumper. It's harder than Blackstone than you think it is.
Well, it always is.
Well, it is hot, but it's not.
Yeah. Me personally, what I would do in this type of situation is I would try and kind of slingshot my way around that corner there, try and go a little high and then drop down low when it starts straying back out. That would be the best way, in my opinion, to try and catch up.
Yeah, try to do something different because right now you're just locked nose to tail, right? Because something like Marshall, when he stayed a little bit higher up, really trying to get the run, he's not dropping it down like you were talking about doing on the exit, but he is running that second and third corner. Seems to be working. This thing's not making up leaps and bounds.
Um,
It was green, green, gray. Yeah, it should take us right up there.
yeah.
There'll be another and of course, we'll have a holiday season after that. We just do take on. Take a look at Bomb Dude. Just bombing it around out front right now. A little bit of side-by-side racing back there to tell the field. That is Chandler Rourke and Ryan Timpson hanging tight right now together. Kind of working through. That's what we 10th and 11th on the racetrack. Bomb Dude is gone. 4 tenths up. Him, Robert there is third. 7 tenths back, and then Ben Bushman. So you said you would do that slingshot. And we've seen it. We're starting to see more and more trucks wash up and come back down. You see it there with Ben Bushman. Would you do it a little bit more than that, or would you do kind of what he did?
I feel like initially you would do what he's kind of doing there, and then see how that's working for you. If that's working for you, stick with it. But if that's not, you gotta sometimes change it up. Maybe go a little bit higher up, on those turns, because sometimes all it takes is that one moment where you go up on that turn and you're able to retain the speed that you've got.
Yeah. And 90, look how free the 91 got there. He just tried exactly what you talked about. And the back of the truck got free on him. It didn't really work for him. But again, there's like you said, there's only one way to find out, and that's trying. If the truck
Yep.
sticks, then you're going to be golden.
Yeah, you try and get so then your tires kind of stick to the ground so you don't slide too much, and try and push that gas pedal while you're on that turn. You might have to take your foot off the gas for a second there, but uh, once you put it back down, you should be golden.
You know all too well about not sticking those front tires sticking going. So we know how bad things can happen. That happens.
Yeah, I mean, might end up swimming with fishes for a second there.
Yeah, yeah, you just might go over grunt. We'll let you know. Todd.
Allegedly.
Oh, wait. Todd and Tim right there. Rick. Big time register. Bomb Dude. Continuing to pull. Okay, I mean, this truck is gone. He's got it up to 5 minutes.
Yeah,
Robert.
he's managing to gain a little bit of distance between everyone.
Little by little, right? Just inch at a time.
Yeah, as this race goes on, you'll start to see more and more of a line going. More length and distance between people, but there's still always opportunities for you to catch up on someone in front of you.
All you need is one caution in front of you.
Yep.
We've seen that before, right? We've seen that yellow flag come out, stack everybody back up. It becomes a whole new race from that point in time.
Yeah, as we saw in the last race that happened
Yeah,
right towards the end there.
yeah. That's exactly what happened. It gets everybody a new opportunity to win.
Yeah.
I like it when we give people new opportunities to win. It's fantastic that way. There we go. Bandit back there. Ben. And to your point, man, you called it. That gap's already starting to get bigger and bigger and bigger. That's impressive. What is so unique about this week too? They do have a call it Mondays, but it's one of those things. The races grind and they grind on, right? I mean, this is not a short-term run; it's a long-term race.
You've got to try and have that stamina, that retention of speed. Try and outlast your opponents here.
Five on the board. Just kind of ride, man, and not do anything crazy throughout the night, right? And just keep that truck nice and stable and steady. That's pretty impressive, knowing what's on the line, right? Knowing that there's a championship that is, oh, if you made a little mistake there, that is always one of the hardest things to do.
Yeah, you just gotta try and stay calm, even though you know what's on the line here, and try and to your best of your ability, hold what you got, and if you can, try and gain a little bit more.
Don't make a mistake, right? Just do not make a mistake. Right now, these guys continuing to roll the best they can right on through. And we're looking at it right now that, you know, we're already 29, 30 laps in, man. It don't take long, and it continues to rocket here. We'll be looking at pit stops in another 20 laps or so, man. So I guess at this point, your thought process has to go to getting ready for that pit stop, right?
Yeah,
Get on pit road clean. Don't make a mistake. Get off the pit road. That's literally your new job if you're one of these drivers. Funny how that changes, right? So quick. Well, Bandit now into the top four right now, 30 laps complete here tonight. Maybe we ought to get you out here in one of these trucks, Blackthorn.
maybe one day.
We got to make it happen. It's going to happen. Make it a part of the recruitment program, right?
Yeah,
Before you get so low, you got to come race.
gotta win a championship.
Oh, God. We never have people. You know how hard that is to do?
Yeah,
Man, I was taking it easy on him. You go straight to winning a championship.
you gotta start with the worst, and
Oh, is
then
that right?
yeah, you gotta try and turn the worst to the best, or the best to the worst.
No,
That probably made no sense, but it made sense to me, and that's all that matters.
hey, if it made sense to you, it works. I don't think there's going to be some awful people in the community that would disagree with you, but you know, to each their own. Whoa, Facebook. Whoa, YouTube. Stop being goofy. I hate when it does that. It connects.
Mhm.
Quick here. But yeah, man, so far this race has been epic.
Yeah,
And I think we're going to see more of the same over not only this race, but the season that's coming up, man. I think we're going to see more of this. We've seen these races just go green and go green and go green throughout the season. I am not at all surprised to see that again tonight. Not at all. But what would you do at this stage, man? What would be your thoughts?
My thoughts is if I'm at the front, I like I said, gotta try and hold on to what you've got. Maybe even gain a little bit more in terms of distance from the
Right.
people behind you. But just try and keep a calm, clear mind and try and not make a mistake here. But if I'm, let's say, somewhere towards the middle here, let's say I'm number, let's say I'm number 14.
Right.
I would try and gain a little bit, try and pull a little bit of maneuvers, try and get under one of these cars in front and try and get
Do
in front of them
something.
if I can. Yeah, try and do something here.
Kind of dictate the pace of the race a little bit, pretty much.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're out front, right, you can kind of dictate what's going on.
yeah.
And I agree with that 110%. I think I'd do the same thing if I was in that scenario. Right now, we're 37 laps in, buddy. We're only about 15 laps away from pit stops, and that's where it's going to get really good. Because again, one speeding penalty, right, can mess you up. Just one. Yes, we do have pit road speed limit tonight, boys and girls. You got to get that truck load up from wherever you're at, 150, 160, 70 mile an hour, down to 55. If not, the speeding police is going to get you. And
I'm not sure if a Crown Vic can even go that fast.
probably not. I mean, we could try. It ain't going to go that
We can
fast.
blow the engine.
Yeah. We'll be going back to Pete Pistons to get the car fixed. 36 on the board.
And we'll find the people we were looking for.
Oh, totally. That's how it's going to work.
Hey, it worked once.
Yep. Right now. Everybody hanging on.
Everyone's trying their best here to not have any issues, trying
right.
not have any contact here.
Well, that's
I think you faded out there.
Yep. I was doing hand signals to the wife. She's not very good at it. You know that ring that you got earlier that went to the fridge to get? Yeah, well, I
Yeah.
forgot to bring it. I was doing hand signals from the ring to get there.
Okay.
But we're still working on hand signals. You just looked at me like, what are you talking about? 40 of 90 complete, buddy. And I tell you what, it's about time to mix it up here. Bomb Dudes dominated it early. But now we get to that important part, which I think is the most important part of the race, which is this green flag stop. You know what I mean? Like, I think that is going to make the difference.
Yeah, everyone's got to try and time
Not make a
their.
mistake.
Yeah, they got to try and not make a mistake and start strategizing where they're going to start slowing down so they can get into the pit lane.
Right. Get on the brakes, get it load up, and get down pit road, and get all of your strategies worked out.
Last thing they want to do is slow down a little bit too early or a little bit too late because they don't want to do a whole nother lap
Right.
going slow.
And not only that, you could literally run out of fuel if you don't time it right. Tom down pit road. Here we go. Pit road already opening up here. There we go. That's Tom Atlas, the first one down. You want to jump across the wall there and change tires on that truck?
Not really. I'll leave that to the professionals.
I mean, you could become a professional.
I mean, I could, but you could too.
No, man, no, that's you, homie. All you. Why would I want to
me?
do that? That's all you, fam.
That's all me, and you get to sit here in this air-conditioned spot.
Yeah, exactly. That's how this works. It's all your job. I see it now. He's gonna get. Sure, that's how that works.
You know what? Who wants me to be their pit person? I'll go in there and do their whole car by myself.
The whole car? You're gonna do the whole car
Hey, you said I'm the one. I'm the only one.
by yourself? I want to see this. And right now it's 45 in the books. I think Bomb Dude's got a pretty good shot at getting a win in this one. If he can just get on pit road and get off decently well.
Yeah. He started out well. He managed to gain a gap right off the bat, and he's been able to hold it without having any major issues. You know, he might have made a few mistakes, but
Right.
he was able to fix it and gain back what he lost.
It's been impressive, that's for sure. I'm happy for him. I really am.
Yeah,
I'm
too.
absolutely tickled to death with the run he's having. I know you haven't been here most of the season, but this is a really good run for Bomb Dude. I always like it when I see somebody come out there and really, what I would call knock up their season as far as how they're running, right? I think that's a major ordeal for them.
Mm.
Todd down pit road as well. So here goes Todd. Here comes Rick. Chandler down. If we can get through this green flag stops, man, do you think we're going to see a caution tonight if we get through these cleanly?
I've got a gut feeling saying that something's got to happen here, but I hope not. I seriously hope that there aren't any cautions and that we keep this going nice and clean, you know, don't have any major issues. But you know how it usually goes. Something ends up happening by someone doing something a little risky.
Yeah, and that's all it would take, right, to mix it back up. Now, keep in mind, Rob's up to third. Bandit right now coming down. Bandit on the brakes hard. Good stop for Bandit. Remember, he will be your champion at the end of the night. All he has to do is finish the race. So, that's literally his only objective. Get to the checkered flag. Doesn't really matter where, right?
Yeah.
So, Mr. Blackthorn, what's the rest of your evening going to consist of, buddy?
I mean, that guy depends on you. If you're up to doing something a little afterwards, I'm up for it. If
There we go.
yeah, if you're thinking about taking a nap or something like that, well, I gotta figure it out.
Well, allegedly, we need to get you iRacing and get you over here racing too.
Maybe.
40 laps to go here tonight. Right now, Rob down pit road. There we go. Tom should pretty much cycle back through here momentarily. Bomb Dude off the pit road. Clear, so we're still waiting on Bushnell and a couple more, and then we will be done with this cycle at green flag stop. Taking a look right there. So the top two need to stop. Now Bushnell picked up a spot through this cycle. He'll move into the race lead when it cycles out. But Bomb Dude's not going to be that far behind him either. So again, we're just kind of waiting on this pit road cycle to cycle through to where we know what we got going to the end. You know, it always amazes me, bro, how these races tend to play out. Just how hard they are to win, man. They are unbelievably difficult to win here.
I bet if you threw me out there, I guarantee you that would probably be dead last right now.
You got a little bit more faith in yourself than that. Taking a look, Bushnell. There we go. There's the pass for the lead right there. So that's the pass we were looking for. And that will put Bushnell back out front. Bomb Dude losing one spot through this pit cycle. Bandit losing a couple. Let's try to make that up. Right now running fifth on the back bumper of Todd Wheels. Todd there doing everything he can. So Ben Bushnell checking out right now. I cannot get comfortable in this chair.
You and me both.
Yep, it might be that time for a new broadcasting chair in all honesty. Might be that time. Blackthorn's just like you're a wimp. Ain't you, Blackthorn? You think I'm a wimp, buddy?
No, not really. Let's just say your little mic there got a little bit too close.
There we go, I got it. Well, you see, that's what happens when the dog gets it.
It woke me up a lot.
Are you awake? Are you here?
Yeah.
All right. 57 on the board. Todd, I'm probably going to go back to my old mic. I do not like this setup at all. It just moves around way too much. There's Bandit on the bottom. Up top is Todd. Todd gonna get the Bandit gonna get right on by old Todd there, man. Great job by Bandit, by the way. Just to pick his way back through traffic alongside. Right back into third. Lap traffic gonna go way high there. Good move out of that lap truck to get up and give him plenty of room. So what have you thought of your first race here tonight, man?
You talking to me?
Yep.
I mean, I've watched a few races back in my day, which was yesterday. I mean, I think it's a lot. You've got to be paying attention and getting your mind into what these racers are thinking at the time, and think about logically why they might be doing some of the things they're doing.
Yeah, and imagine being on track. You got to make all these decisions, split-second decisions, man. It's really difficult, even as a driver, to put this whole thing together.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot more than what they're seeing. Currently, their eyes are right down there on the track. They have no clue really what's going on behind them. So we're able to see the top-down view, but you gotta put your mind into theirs. They're seeing what's going on in front of them and hoping nothing's going bad behind them.
Yep, that's about what you see right here. Yep. So much, yeah, and you know, you got to learn to run with that with your spotter, trust your spotter, trust what you're doing, hit your marks. You're on board with the race leader right there, and again, of course, Bandit. Back here, you can see just how tight everything is. But I do believe, with 30 to go, if I'm looking at lap times here, I don't know, I think Bandit is going to get a good top three. But I think Bomdu may actually run back down and catch Bushnell before the end of this thing. I do think it would be tight, but he may get there, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't throw that possibility out the window just yet.
Well, he's 2.2 back, and he's steady closing. About a tenth a lap, a tenth and a half a lap, starting to really bring that truck forward. And we've seen it before where Bomb Dude really good at tire management, and this portion of the race in particular. You know, you just turn the wheel a little bit easier. You're easier on the gas. You're easier on the brake. You manage the tires just a little bit better than your competitor. And next thing you know, you're at their back door.
Yeah, try and exploit their mistakes, you know. Try and gain on them as much as you can. Try and hold your wheel steady while they make theirs a little shaky, you know.
Yeah, that's what you want. You want them to be shady Gonzalez, right? And make a mistake. 64 laps in, so that will give us just shy of 25 laps to go in the season finale for the Beef Jerky Unlimited Truck Series. Again, you can't thank them enough, everybody over at Beef Jerky Unlimited, that makes this season possible for us. Come out here and do this every Wednesday. And again, it's been a great partnership all season long. And looking forward to many more weeks of partnership with those guys over at Beef Jerky Unlimited. I've actually got my new order kind of sitting here ready to go. Maybe I'll send you some too while I order it. That way we both got some.
Ooh,
should we be nice?
Turn that down.
Should we be nice and get Onyx a pack?
You know you can't leave Onyx out.
I don't know.
She'll cry about it later.
She will. That's a fact. Yeah, we'll get Onyx and Beef Jerky too. What could go wrong with that? Wait, I can think of 1,000 things that could go wrong with that. All right, 25 to go. This time, Bot. It is Ben Bushnell up front, and that gap now down to 1.3, man. It is continuing to close.
Yeah, it's getting closer and closer here as we keep on nearing closer to the end. People are finding ways to catch up on each other.
We see that gap is 1.04 this time by, and continuing, like you said, to close. We might have one of them last lap battles by the time it's over with.
Yeah, it might end up being a photo finish at the end here.
Now we've only got 23 to go. The gap now 8.5. Ben's truck, I think, has given up the ghost on him a little bit. You know what? Yeah, he's a little bit higher up on the racetrack. Kind of indicates to me that those front tires may be wearing more on that truck than it is on Bushnell or on Bomb Dude that's behind him. We will see 22 to go. What do you think about a crank it up real quick, man?
What do you mean by crank it up here?
Well, we're going to mute ourselves and we're going to turn them car engines way up and let everybody at home enjoy some great iRacing sights and sounds here in Texas.
Some iRacing ASMR.
All right, back 20 to go. The gap still the same up front. There you go. Actually, nope, not the same anymore. Bomb Dude's all but there. Wow.
Yeah, he's getting close on him right there.
Yeah, I think he's going to make this pass relatively simply. I think that truck's just so much better right now.
Yeah, he's also sticking in his Airstream, so then whenever he starts getting really close, he can try and shift around him there, it looks like.
Yeah, he's going to come off a 2 here, and he's going to be right there with him. To your point, right in that slipstream. He'll duck down low and right into 3. Bushnell's going to have to pinch him if he wants to hold him back there. Bushnell took a great defensive line there, man.
Yeah.
That was actually impressive. As quick as Bomb Dude ran him down, I thought he was just going to drive right by him. But Bushnell was able to kind of pinch that truck down enough to blow him up just a little bit.
So you used to race in your past, right?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
How was your record going?
It went pretty well, but in this particular situation is where I wasn't any good either. The problem is, man, you get that slipstream you talked about, right? When I'm out there racing, you get behind that truck, that air comes up off that spoiler there onto Bomb Dude's front end. It literally picks the air up off that front end, man. And from experience, I can tell you the front end just wants to skate right across the racetrack. Once you lose that air coming down on that front splitter, it really makes it difficult to turn. But yes, I've won a few races in these trucks. A few. Mainly road courses. Man, I just don't know that Bomb Dude, if Bomb Dude can get to the bottom of Bushnell, he can clear it. But where he's at right now, he's in a really bad spot.
Yeah, he's in a tough spot here. He's trying to find a spot where he can try and slow down, but as we saw, he tried to times back there, and it didn't end up too well.
Yeah, he's going to try it again. He's going to back that truck up, try to get to rotate on exit. There's a couple of different ways you approach this. Trying to get down below him on the exit of the corner, drag race him into the next corner, overdrive the next corner, and clear it. Now, what you see what he did right there, right? He went up, total different lane, trying to get a run.
Yeah, he tried to retain some of that speed from the straight there.
Yeah, he's trying something different. He figured out the bottom wouldn't work. What's funny about it is you can visibly see it, right? When somebody figures out that one side ain't working, they'll go to the other. But don't look now. That this battle up front's letting Rob close in on the both of them.
Yeah. Also, it looks like Bomb Dude's, he was slipping there a little bit. So.
Yep. Catching them one thing's passing them another, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he called him, but now he's got to try to figure out any way in the world to get around him. 12 laps to go. This time by, bud. Man, oh man, the season comes down to 12 laps tonight. Can Bomb Dude figure out a way to squeak on by Bushnell? 12 to go.
Looks like number 31's gaining on him at a decent rate here.
A little bit better than what, yeah, you're right. I mean, he is all, let's see, he's what, 7/10 of a second back now? So we're going to end up having a 3-truck battle by the time we get to the end with 11 to go. I'm really shocked at what happened to Bomb Dude there, man.
Yeah, he was holding it strong from the beginning, and I guess that pit lane kind of screwed him over a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know that it put him in a bad spot. Right? He was able to get back to bend, but he just can't get the truck to rotate and get clear. He needs the front of that truck to get alongside to have a shot at it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just not happening right now. Yeah. Oh, he might have a shot here. That's what he needs.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, he shut the door on him. See how he came down across him there and it threw him off?
Yeah,
Oh, he's going to try to cross him here.
he
Got
might
him.
turn this into a pit maneuver.
Well, that's also possible. I don't think the admins would like that very much.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But it would be a beautiful pit.
It would be a beautiful pit. It definitely would. But again, he is flying all through. Man, I am so surprised that Bomb Dude has not cleared him yet. And meanwhile, that gap back to Rob continuing to close. 8 laps to go. Finish it out here tonight. Man, can Ben Bushnell hold him at bay and pull this together? Is that something he can do here? Ben is going to have to nail this. Take a look on board. Bomb Dude, just what's that? Maybe a truck length, maybe a truck length and a half.
Yeah, I would say a truck length and a quarter.
Boy, oh boy. That the spiciness, the spicy McSpiciness up front is getting spicy. How many times can I say spicy in 1 minute?
And you say spicy 3 times fast?
And this is going to be nitromethane spicy right here. If Bomb Dude can get alongside of it. 6 to go.
Oh, it looks like he's gaining on him right there.
You got to run. Let's check. Rob's too far back to do anything. I think it's going to be between these two. Coming to 5 laps to go. 5 big ones left. Five laps to go. They'll try to cut under. Nope, not enough. He'll have to fall back in the line. 5 to go. Ben Bushnell. Oh my goodness. Can Ben do this and make it work on the final race of the year? This was an epic run up front for these guys. Four laps to go. Man, oh man, Bushnell and Bomb Dude 1 and 2. 3 to go at the stripe this time. Who makes a move work? I don't think Bomb Dude can get there at all, dude. I don't think he can get there.
Yeah, he keeps on trying there, but he keeps on failing at the same time. So I think his plans are failing there.
He's going to have 3 more attempts at it, but I think he just burnt the truck up trying to get there to begin with. Coming to 2 to go.
Yeah, he managed to gain that speed to catch up, but I think he, like you said, burnt that engine up a little bit trying to catch. So he no longer can gain the speed to pass.
Tires are gone, engine's hot. Not much we can do here except kind of watch Bushnell run back away. Now Bushnell, the only thing he wants to see is a white flag wave here. Rob did a great job closing the gap as much as he did. Bandit looking at a P4 that'll bring him a championship here tonight. But 1 lap to go in the season. Ben Bushnell out of turn 4. White flag in the air for the Beef Jerky Unlimited Truck Series. Ben Bushnell leads across the stripe. 1 lap to go. Ben Bushnell into 1 and 2. He'll work it up top, work the truck down the back. He's got 2 more corners. Rob closing greatly on Bomb Dude. Not going to be enough, though, headed into 3 and 4. Ben Bushnell going to finish off the season with the checkered flag in Texas. Ben Bushnell going to win it here tonight. Bomb Dude 2nd. And Rob going to come home 3rd. Bandit 4th and tied in 5th. What do you think, buddy?
Man, that was a good race. I feel like the later we got, the more solidified the positions were. But you wouldn't have guessed this would have been the ending from how the beginning was looking at.
Yes, sir, man. Well, I'm going to let you go because I'm going to go over the team speak and do the interviews with the drivers. Good job, man. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
All right.
likewise.
All right, we'll see Mr. Blackthorn here very soon, I'm sure. We'll go back to Slauson Land here in a little bit, but right now we're going to go grab some interviews. All right. Wow. What a race. Holy cow. Jeez, I can't ask for much more than that. All right, let's see where the points wound up here tonight as it comes to a close here this evening. We'll go grab the point structure and where everybody wrapped up. Man. Holy cow. And again, Bandit going to come home with the title. Bushnell going to squeak his way into second. Paul Dillon there in third. Of course, Vincent Short going to wind up fourth here tonight in the point standings. Man. What a race. Oh, excuse me, hang on, that was the wrong season. Let's go ahead and get over here to this one. So much fun. Jeez almighty. I had a fun night with this one.
User joined your channel.
Holy cow.
User left your channel.
Man.
User joined your channel.
There we go. We're getting them.
User was moved to.
Hey, we're gonna have interview Ben.
Yep.
Bomb Dude's fifth in points. Paul and Vincent's not here, so go ahead and interview Bomb Dude and just for tonight or whatever, fifth in points. And then Tim's going to announce the championship winner. Then you can interview the rest of these guys that are up there. I'll move you both up. So here we go.
Here we go.
User left your channel.
Oh,
You
right.
were moved.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, Matt?
User
How you doing, Matt?
moved to your channel.
Before we even get into all this, man, great racing this season, you guys. Great season overall.
Yes, it was. Awesome season, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's start with you, Bomb Dude, here, and we'll work our way through everybody here tonight. All right. What was your thoughts tonight in particular? The truck kind of went away on you. You had a heck of a championship finish. I know you wanted to win, but Ben was able to hold you back there.
Yeah, it's all good. I was just happy to get the pole, led the first stint. He pitted about 4 laps before I did, so I had 4-lap fresher tires. And I caught him fairly decent. I thought I was saving enough, but he had told me that he was slowed down a little bit until I caught up to him, and then he picked it up some. So I made a couple tries there on the bottom side coming out of 2 and just couldn't get him. And I wasn't going to, slam it into 3 and possibly drift up and get into him. So it was a good race. Doesn't matter. I got second, so podium's always good.
There we go, man. Podium is always good, bud. What do you think about your championship position, buddy?
Well, I should have been farther down, but 2 guys didn't show up tonight, which bumped me up a little bit, I think. But, started off the season good with the first win. I thought I was going to bookend them tonight, but I had, them several computer issues, and I probably have been more competitive. But I had a good time all championship long, and it's been great racing with everybody.
There we go, man. Well, congrats on what will be a top 5 in the championship.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
All right, man. Congrats. Let's go ahead and move on down the line. So many people here I want to get through tonight. You in here, Rob, by chance?
Yeah, I'm here.
All righty, man. Well, you tried to track down the top two. They started battling. You started coming, but unfortunately couldn't get to them in time to really make a move.
No, I was hammered down the whole way pretty much. Till that last 10 laps, I was getting really loose coming out of two, or coming out of four anyways. But it was a good race. I mean, the guys were fast.
There you go. Is there anything you could have done different there tonight?
Could have popped their tires.
Hey, spike strips always work, man.
Heck yeah.
There we go, man. Well, maybe we give a shout out to, buddy.
No diggity dogs. I'm starting a new hot dog stand, so that's going to be my thing there. So everybody come and see me.
Okay, where's this hot dog stand located?
It's we're going to be in Minneapolis and we're going to be in Tampa.
Okay. If I'm in Florida, I'm coming. Mark my words, because I love hot dogs, homie.
Awesome. Yeah, I've been looking at this thing and I'm like, man, hot dog stands make a lot of money.
There we go. Well, congratulations on a great run tonight, and congrats on the hot dog stand, man.
Appreciate it, dude. Thanks for doing this for us, and have a good, or see you next season anyways.
Yep. Yes, sir. Next Wednesday, back at her. All right. Ben, you got me, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right. Well, you held him at bay. You got the win in the final race, and that is going to put you, let me double check the points here. That'll put you, should be P2 in points, man.
Yeah, it was really a good fight. You know, Bandit kind of got out there in points with those wins. You know, really shows how much winning matters. And I pulled off a couple here in the last few races, but too little too late. It's really cool to win the last one. Like, really, strategy, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and this time it worked. You know, I cut the stint in half, and then I knew he was going to be faster, so I tried to save the best I could, and then I figured once he got up to me, I would take off and see if I could hold him off, and it worked.
There we go, man. Well, it played out just like you planned it.
Yeah, sometimes that happens. Not often, but sometimes.
Hey, sometimes you get with the plan to work exactly right.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely want to thank you for doing the broadcast and thank Gray Fox Racing. This is my favorite league to race in. Everybody's really cool. Everybody races clean. We all can trust around each other. You know, like Bomb Dude said, he wasn't going to dive bomb me, and I'm sure he knows I wouldn't do the same to him, you know, and risk us both. So, yeah, it's awesome. I definitely want to thank my wife for letting me come do this on Wednesdays, and my dad, he always watches the stream, so it's way cool to have this so he can be at his house and watch. He loves it, so thanks.
There we go, Ben. Congrats. All right, so Tim, we're going to do you next, and then I'll go to Rick down there, TJ and Tom, and then we'll...
Ben, don't go nowhere. Sorry, Matt.
Yeah, don't go anywhere, Ben.
User in your channel timed out.
The big main event here in a minute. So, Tim, your season, you're going to come home at P6 tonight.
Yeah, I just didn't really run real hard for a championship. Just out here trying to have fun. Sure appreciate all the guys that show up. It's who I appreciate the most. The ones that just show up every week, and make this league what it is, and then the quality of racing they do. It's unbelievable. I bet we've had more races that went caution free than we did with a caution. I haven't looked, but it wouldn't surprise me. Great bunch of guys here. It's been fun being a part of it. Proud to set up the races for Wednesday night. Got another 18 to go here, or 16 to go here, I do believe. I looking forward to it.
Yes, sir, ma'am. We'll see you for another 16. All right. Well, coming home, P7 in points. TJ, you got me?
I got you, Matt. How are you?
Doing well. Well, top 10 in points. Nice job.
Well, wow, that's kind of a surprise. Thank you.
Yeah, you had a pretty smooth season. You didn't really get into any trouble, really.
Yeah, I try not to. Once in a while, I find it, or it finds me, and I apologize to those around me that may have gotten caught up. Tonight's race, there was for me, there was no way I was going to keep up with these guys on the tires. So I tried a different strategy, and sometimes it doesn't work out, but sometimes it does. Man's got to know his limitations, and I had to try something else, but it didn't work out too well for me tonight for this race, but I'm glad to have a decent finish on overall standings. I'd like to thank Tim and Bandit and Gray Fox for putting on these races, and look forward to the next ones coming up.
Yes, sir, man. Well, again, good job, and I look forward to seeing you racing next season. I'm sure you'll get even more here.
I hope to see you then too. Thanks.
See you, man. All right, and then we got Tom down here. You got me, Tom?
Got you.
Man, you squeaked out a top 10 in points as well, buddy. Good job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. All these guys are great. I appreciate Bandit and Tim. This beefjerky.com truck is running pretty good. I'm one of the older statesmen in this program, but I enjoy racing with these gentlemen. So thank you. And all of you have a great season.
Yes, sir, man. We look forward to seeing you back next Wednesday, buddy.
I will. And thanks for broadcasting this. Really a nice way to do things.
No problem, man. It's been a fun year, and I'm looking forward to another great season coming right up. All right, Tim, I'm going to hand the floor back over to you for the main event here.
All right. Thank you very much, Matt. Thank you for doing the broadcasting this season. Really enjoyed it. It's a lot of work. Thank you very much. Now, for the main event here, the BeefJerkyUnlimited.com Gray Fox Racing 2025 Truck Series champion is Bandit Robert Smith.
Clap.
Yeah, clap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job, Bandit. He really made it hard for anyone. He come out and got some wins right off the bat, and he stayed at it. I mean, he had worst finish of like second for a while there. So a great championship run that he put on. So like I say, it'd have been really hard to beat him, but everybody stayed in here and did keep him honest. He couldn't do much slipping up, but he was really on top of his game. What I understand that he's had some championships before, maybe way back in the old days, but as far as iRacing, this is his first good full-fledged championship win, and he's got that's unbelievable for the amount of wins that he has. Like, I think he's got over 200 iRacing wins. So this is way overdue. Congratulations, Bandit. You got the floor, buddy. Proud of you, and I was glad to be on this ride with you, man.
Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it. Thank BeefJerkyUnlimited.com. Of course, Gray Fox Racing, Tim, and everybody else helps keeps us going. It's an honor to have this championship. Competition's pretty heavy. Like you said, I got them 4 wins almost, right in a row. 4 out of 5 races had wins. It's like, wow. I said a long time ago, I didn't really do championships. So I had 3 in Good Old Boys in a row years ago, and it was in iRacing, but it's been a long time since I've actually ran for points. If I hadn't pulled off the first couple of wins, I never would even thought about trying. So I just don't I don't like the stress, but man, it was hard not to go with it after those wins. So
there you go. So let's talk about your stats real quick, bud. You're going to walk away with an average finish of 3rd, an average start of 4th. Can't get much better than that, buddy.
yeah, it's practice and keep your nose clean. I think I used one fast repair all year. I'm not going to count Talladega, but I think I only used one there, and I used one somewhere else, Phoenix, I think.
There you go, man. Well, dude, your focus shift now. We know we're right back at it, right? Is it possible? Can you do it 2 in a row?
Ooh, I don't know. I figure by the time we do another championship, be late fall, early fall, something like that. We'll carry over in 06. We'll a lot of these guys just keep getting better and better, and I've seen it throughout this season right here. So the competition's getting hard, especially the way these trucks drive, man. They're so even anymore, especially on Jerky cars.
Our next season coming up, it's going to be a broadcast season. I've got the points turned off. We're gonna. It's the way it's going to go. Let's. What about Ben? He's like maybe one of the most. He came in. He was pretty good when he came in, but man, he improved like you. I've never seen. He talk about a quick study, and he's been a great league member here. Shows up all the time. Ben, you got second place there. Congratulations, and we appreciate you being here, buddy.
Yeah, thanks a lot, man. Like I said, this is definitely my favorite league I've ever run. You know, you guys are all great. Everybody's super helpful. Like, you guys have made me faster. Like, you know, the burning the tires up when I first came, I was like, man, I ain't ever going to win. And then, you know, like you said, it's just learning from, you know, you guys and you guys helping and figuring it out. Super fun. I appreciate everything you guys do and want to be a part of it for a long time.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you guys for showing up every night, even once, you know.
Yeah. We also had Paul Dillon. I think what I understand, he had some wheel trouble, so his rig is down. But he come in third. That kind of shook the points up there. No, not sure how it turned out if he'd have been here, but congrats to Paul Dillon. He's a hard-nosed racer. I call him our Ryan Newman. He is so hard to pass. He will race you hard, and we love him for it. He's a great member for Gray Fox Racing here. Congratulations, Paul.
There we go. I want to point out one more that I kind of had my eye on this season there, Tim. I had my eye on Tommy D, actually. Fast truck. I think if he is able to make more starts the next point season, I think he's got a shot at getting up there and getting.
Oh, absolutely, Tommy D. He's bad fast, and really need to thank him. He's put on these broadcasts. He's supported all of our racing for ever since I've known him. Great guy. Go to beefjerkyunlimited.com. Check him out. He's got some great jerky. Thank you very much, Tommy D. Couldn't do it without you, buddy. Wish you were here, but yeah, if he was here every night, he'd stink it up. So we better be just thankful he's not. He needs to keep drag racing some.
Yeah. Keep drag racing.
Well, Matt, I got something I'd like to say here too, real quick. So, unbeknownst to anybody that was running this championship, there were trophies on the line. So before we get out of here, I already got Bandit's address. I need your address. Just send it to me on Messenger or something, and then I'll get a hold of Paul Dillon and finish up what I need to finish up. And you guys should see something in the mail within a week or two.
That's way awesome.
I'm not going to tell you what it is. You will be surprised when you see it. And I would like you guys to take a picture with your trophy and either post it in Messenger or on the Facebook webpage or something like that once you get them.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you
way
very
cool.
much, Bomb Dude. And that's Bomb Dude's, that's his contribution to the league. And
Yes,
we
sir.
appreciate you very much, buddy.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you very much for doing that.
Happy to do it and put my creative skills to work, and I hope you guys enjoy what you receive in the mail.
Thank you.
All right. They got some hardware coming.
There we go.
I don't know if it's hardware, but they got some stuff coming. Tim knows what it is.
Well, guys, I want to say before I get out of here, I had a blast this season. This was fun. Of course, beef jerky, a great partner. I got to actually go buy some more beef jerky. I'm out.
Get you some.
Dude, I went through like 5 bags this season.
That ain't enough. You ain't buying enough.
I'm gonna have to buy in bulk. I think me and Bandit had this conversation at one point. But you're better off just to buy in bulk as good as it is.
And it goes by quick. You go through.
Yeah. Again, and I want to say thank you to all the racers that showed up. Those Virginia boys, they cut out there, but they come and race, and everybody that everybody gets along. I just appreciate everyone that shows up. It made it what it was. It was a good championship season.
There we go. Well, guys, this one's over, but now we go to Daytona next week.
Yay.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, boy.
We're down to one
yeah.
factor there, too.
Yep. It's gonna be it.
Yeah.
Gonna be it. It's gonna be a wild ride.
Two there. My bad.
Alrighty. Well, Tim, I'll let you lead us out of here. I'll go out with you. Thank you to everybody that showed up this season. Thank you to Beef Jerky Unlimited, of course, for all the support. We had a great season. From the boys here at Gray Fox, from the Bandit to the Lewis, to Bomb Dude, everybody here, we want to say thank you for watching. And we will see y'all for another 16-week run starting next Wednesday as we go down to Florida to Daytona and plate racing. Who would it be? Will the newly crowned champion coming off a championship win get one done there? Or will somebody will upset the apple cart and get it done in Daytona? Tune in next week to find out. It's been Matt with Extreme Sim TV. For Bandit, everybody here, have a great night, everyone.